Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are going to go ahead and do a gameplay review on a Polygon game called Planet Mojo. This is really a PvP style, arena style game where you can go ahead and really level up by battling other people within the game, and there's battle passes. There's a whole lot of cool things that go along with it. Just to make sure that you understand, though, they are still very early in the process of this one. I think they're still calling this a demo of it, but I'm not sure how far along it is as far as close to beta, if it is in beta. I would consider it more of a beta version than a demo version, but that's just me. So we're going to go ahead and cover the website here, and then we'll dive into the game so I can show you a little bit of the gameplay so you can understand how the game really functions. You can play this for free, so please understand that. You can go ahead out there to their website. It is web-based. The only thing that you have to do is you have to create an account. So you have to be aware, and you have to connect your MetaMask wallet to it. So be aware you're going to give them an email address and connect and create an account to it. But you do not need any NFTs to go ahead and test it out and play. There are a lot of in-game purchases though, so please be aware of that. So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and do my normal disclaimer. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial professional. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any games. This is really for entertainment purposes only. I'm giving you my personal opinion. Do your own research before you jump into any project, try any game, or do anything in your life. Make sure you're making your own decision, not just following a YouTube video. Again, we're going to go ahead and dive into this and show you the actual gameplay. Before we jump over to the game itself, let me just go through the website itself. I'll have a link in the description down below so you can go ahead and jump over to both our Discord and also this site that we're going to take a look at here. If you want to play the game, you can go ahead and press the Play Mojo Melee in the top right. So let's go ahead and scroll down, close that out of there. This is I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's a PvP, almost turnstile, but you don't actually control it. You set it up. It's strategy wise. You can play some different areas, upgrade specific ones, and there's different rounds to the game, but it's not specifically turn based. So at the beginning of each round, you'll have a certain allotment of gold coins that you can go ahead and use to set up your unit, your team. And then once that time ends, you can go ahead and they will battle. They'll automatically battle depending on their location and their strengths against the person that you're playing against. You have to win 3 of the rounds in order to claim victory for the overall battle. And then once you do that, you'll go ahead and get some rewards. We'll dive all into that. We'll even do a sample battle, which I'll probably lose. I've been lucky the first one, but I think it was luck. So let's go ahead. The art style of this is really cool. If you take a look at this, this is very nature-based, very animal-based style. You have a team leader, which is known as a mojo, and then you go ahead and have your team that goes along with it. And let me just scroll down a little bit so you can see some of the graphics. The Planet Mojo, deploy and destroy, basically battling against other people. These are the mojos that I was talking about. There's 4 that you can go ahead and start out with. I'll show you the one that I ended up picking, and I there's no real logic behind me picking, so I don't know which one's better than other ones. I just kind of liked the abilities that it had, so that's why I picked it. If I was jumping into this full force, I would probably do a little more research in the Discord to identify which one's the best. This one just seemed best for me as far as the fun things to look at. There are champions that you're going to get throughout the game itself, but you actually earn them as you go through. And the roadmap itself, as you can see, it's continuing to work through it. They are going to have some sales coming up here as far as the land and things like that. So keep an eye out for that if this is at all interesting to you. Like I said, this is a beta. This is an open beta version that you can go ahead and test out if that's what you choose to do so. Also, the whole team is listed on the website, which is always a plus for me. I'm not going to dive into the white paper itself. I'm not going to talk about the economics that go along with it. I'm trying to focus my videos more on the entertainment side, but these are Web 3.0 games, so they do have an economy that goes along with it. We're still in beta, so we're still working through a lot of those things, and I say we, I mean them. I'm just playing the game. So keep that in mind as far as how you're going to earn out of this. That's something that you got to look out down the road. I'm strictly focused right now on the entertainment value. So let's go ahead and jump in. Like I said, you got to press the button there. I already have it opened up. I've already created my account. I've already gone through the tutorial. There is a full tutorial that shows you how to play the game itself. encourage you to go through that, to go ahead and check it out. It does not take long. It's less than 5 minutes. You get a reward at the end of it, as long as you complete that and create your account, and then you can go from there. This is the mojo that I picked. Again, it's strictly just because of, I'm trying to see if it won't show the details. He just has, he's a vine mojo, and he shoots out these vines that both help his team and also impact the other teams with the impact. I think it gives his team a shield that's 50%, and then it impacts the enemies in the area by 50%. So I think 50% of the shield that given up. I forget the exact wording of it, but this is the screen that you look at right when you come in here. You have the in-game currency in the top right here. You have the duels. You have certain energy every time you run one of these. So this is where you go. Right now they have the duel in there. They have the practice in there, but they don't have the melee in there yet. That'll be coming here shortly. We'll explore this in a little more detail here shortly. Let me go through some of the other items first. You have your profile, which you go ahead and click on that. You can make some adjustments to it. You can see your favorite mojo, as I mentioned. You have these, they cost different amounts to go through. My team is basically, when you first go through the tutorial and you create your account, it gives you a chest full of characters. And these are the ones that came out, so it's not really any strategy along there yet. Down the road, when you get more characters, there will be more strategy along with the teams. Also shows some other items in here as far as badges go, your league that you're in. As you continue to win and go through that, you will go up in leagues and continue to play against players that are your own strength. So just like a lot of the other PvP games that are out there. So you have that option out there. And this is coming soon, so we won't dive too far into that as far as the leaderboards and things like that and your stats as you go into there. You can edit your profile. Again, you can do that on your own and take a look at that. This is the game ranking. I went through and I did a tutorial and I did one battle just to see if I could see it worked. Happened to win that battle. So if you go ahead and click on this, it shows your ranking. And as you continue to win battles, you actually get multiple rewards as you're going through. This is one, so I actually wanted to save this to open this as part of the video. This is the season progress. So this was the starter units that I mentioned once you complete and create your account. And then this is the big chest for winning the first one. If I ended up winning another one, I'll go ahead and get another item. So let's go ahead and open up so you can see what it looks like. I'm assuming it's a lot of XP. Maybe it's a character. Yeah, there we go. We got XP for one of my characters. Looks like I got some shards here. Some of the other items. This is good because this allows me to do some things within the game. This is all in-game tokens. So as you can see, I got there, which was 175 of the green ones, 60 of the red ones, and I got some XP for one of my characters. This is the healer. This is one of the healers that's in the game. So we'll go ahead and win another battle, so I can go ahead and get that one. But if I click back here, you see that my currency came up. And then on the left side, you have the different sections, the teams, which I mentioned. This is kind of the default team that you get out of the chest. There's a shop, and this is where I mentioned that there's a lot of in-game purchases, microtransactions. The only reason I'm going to click on this because there are some free items in here that you should keep an eye out. There's some daily deals, which we'll go ahead and click on. As you can see over here, I did already click on one of the ores. This was free. I did not purchase this. So take a look at all of these because as far as the days go, just from logging in, you can get some free items. That was free. And then I saved this one over here, which is XP for one of my characters. Also is free. You'll see a big free there. So we'll go ahead and click on that, take that. So I think my character got some XP. It says purchased. It's not really purchased. And then there's all these other items. You do you. I'm not going to really tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm just scrolling through to see if there's anything else that's free. Those were the only items. So let's go ahead and click back. That's the shop. I'm going to go to collections here shortly. Tournaments. There's two different tournaments. I'm going to let you explore that. I have not joined any of them. This one's season 1, which is not available yet. There is a fractal one. I have not gone to that website either. I just wanted to get a feel for the game. I'm assuming there's some sort of entry fee to get into these tournaments, but I'm not 100% sure. I wanted to kind of learn the game and do a gameplay review before I jump into any other details that may cost me money. So we'll go ahead and jump back there. And friends, you can go ahead and start putting friends on your list. So you can go ahead and you can compete against them to practice. and do other things down the road within the game as far as the friends go. And here's the battle pass, which is similar to the season, but it's also different rewards as you continue to fight. I think every win you get about 10 points, and then from 0 to 100, I'm sorry, 0 to 1 is 100 points, and that'll get you this. Just like with any battle pass, there's a free tier, which is the bottom here, and then there is the one that costs money. I think it's $14.99. Yeah, $14.99 for the battle pass. Oops. For winning the tutorial and getting through the tutorial, you actually get the first chest, which is a bunch of XP for your characters. And then I'm assuming that's going to be the same with this, a bunch of XP once I get to that point. And then you can go ahead through and continue. There's a lot of cool rewards, including other characters that will be very helpful down the road for you. Just scrolling through. I just want to see what the end result is. So first scrolling through, you get a badge at the end for completing. If you do the paid version down here, you just get a whole bunch of cool things, a whole bunch of chests as you're going through the battle pass. And you can see the season ends in 17 days and 20 hours. All right, so we went through all that. I did want to get back to the collections here because as you're battling and as you're opening these chests, your characters, which are these guys here, which you see in the background here, do get XP. And the XP allows you to go ahead through the process to upgrade them. As you can see here, I have 3 that are to the point where I'm allowed to upgrade. It costs ore in order to go ahead and upgrade them. This guy I use a lot. He's my healer. He's a tank, and he's a ranged weapon. I'd love to be able to upgrade my mojo, but we're not there yet. So let's go ahead and my healer upgrade him. So you go ahead and click on him, and it shows all these different items, and you can see it cost me 150 ore, which I have 235 from that chest I just opened up. So let's go ahead and upgrade him a little bit because I'm going to use him every single time. So let's go ahead and do that. It looks like I will get some battle pass rewards for that, or progress, I should say. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and he has been upgraded a little bit. So he is now level 2, and a little bit toward, he's getting closer to level 3 as we go. So he got a little bit of a boost there. So let's go ahead and go back. I don't have enough to upgrade anyone else. So let's just go ahead and click on and confirm. Yeah, I have 85 and there's 150 here. So I can't upgrade you yet. But the one thing I did want to check is it looks like the different bonuses. And I think I can see here. This is the mojo. Yeah, this is the armor that I was talking about. This is the reason why I picked Thorn. I'm sorry, not Thorn armor. The Vine mojo. Because he does give you armor and he also attacks the enemies. So that's that. Let's go ahead and click back. And we're going to go ahead. Oh, I actually leveled up on my battle pass. So let's go ahead and open up one more. Sorry for scrolling through this. I know. I'm sorry. It only gave me 50. I didn't level up. My bad. So we still need 40 more in order to grab one more of these chests. But let's go ahead and run a duel. I can show you how the gameplay works. Each one of the in between the rounds is timed, so I'm going to have to do it quickly just so I don't run out of time. But let's go ahead and do the duel. It's going to match you up automatically with someone that's in the game. The first time I did this, there was just an open seat. It's going there. It's looking for other players out there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and give this a second. I'll talk through this. It shows you that it's a duel. This is me. My ranking is a bronze. So hopefully I get matched up with someone with the same ranking. You have the team here. Right now, this is the only team I have, so every time I click on that, it's just going to do the same thing. And then eventually, it will match me up with an open seat here. So let me go ahead and I'm going to, since it's still beta, there's not a ton of players in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cycle through this a few times to see if it matches me up with someone so I can actually show you the gameplay itself. All right, it did match me up with Megatron now, so let's go ahead and jump in there. And do this battle again. I'm not super confident that I'm going to win this one, but we'll try. So when I go in here, it's going to allow me to select. I have 10 coins at the beginning of each round, and each item or each character that I have here costs a certain number of coins in order to put them on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and try and select my initial ones. You always get your mojo in there. I think you always get your mojo in there. We'll see here in a second. But you are able to put your other characters, your tanks, your healers, and things like that in there. The way I started the last round is I put a tank in there. I actually don't have my tank available, but you always get your mojo in there. You see the time going up on the top here. I have 20 some seconds. You can see your opponent. You can see all the details there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my healer because I like my healer. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to go ahead and put, this is a spell, this is another character, so we'll go ahead and put another character in there. So I'm good to go. You saw I spent my 10 gold. You can refresh it by going ahead and using 1 gold. And then he's going to pop up here on the top. These are his characters. It's his mojo, and we're going to go ahead and attack. And hopefully we are able to win this. You have no control over it. That's the only problem with it. So you saw the vine thing that just happened there, which was huge. And now that he's down to 1 guy he took out my mojo, but he had a new guy pop up there. I'm not sure. See, I'm still trying to figure out each of the characters and each of their benefits, but I ended up winning that one. So it's going to go ahead and start another round here. So I have to make a decision who I want to upgrade, what I want to do. Last time I upgraded my mojo first. But I don't have that option to do that here. I can add a tank, I can add my healer. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upgrade my healer here. So just dragging the same character on top of the other one, which upgrades him. And then I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and use this. A flower power is essentially gives me a boost there. So now I have 8 seconds. I can move my characters around if I want to, but I'm not gonna. His power is going to get boosted up here just because I use that spell. And we see he added another character there, which may be a bit of a challenge. He also got to upgrade. I wonder how he got so many coins there. So again, still learning it all, but he is wrecking me this round. He destroyed me pretty quickly on that one. I don't know how he was able to upgrade characters and add a character. That's interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my mojo here. Go ahead and do that. And then I still have 10 points. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my archer. And then we're going to go ahead and give the archer some flower power. See how that works out for me. That's interesting. I went on him. Oh, he's going to shoot to my archer. So, and then I'm going to go ahead against him. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to lose this one because he crushed me so quickly last time. But that's how you have to keep going through each of the rounds. You got to keep upgrading, strategizing, trying to predict what the other guy's going to do, and maybe you get some luck. You can actually go ahead and sell your characters. This guy that he has here, I need to figure out who that is. I really like that type of character, but I was able to take him out, thankfully. So we'll go ahead against his 2. Hopefully we're able to fight through it. He took out one of my guys, and this is not looking good for me right now. So I have a feeling he's going to win. I don't think I really have any control who I can go ahead and click on. I can go ahead and click on and get stats. But there, he went ahead and won that one. I think he was able to upgrade and do pretty well. So let me see which ones pop up here at the bottom. Again, it's all about strategy. I crushed him the first one, and then he's come back pretty quickly with all of these. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead. I'm going to upgrade my mojo again. And then let's go ahead and add this tank guy. Maybe if I put a tank in there, that'll help the rest of my crew. I'll go ahead and spin that. And then we'll give him some flower power. We'll see what happens here. Not expecting a ton out of this. I think I'm going to lose, but let's go ahead and run with it. Hopefully a tank up front and my DPS in the back and healer in the back will help out. So here we go. Oh, wow. His mojo is ranked up. So he jumped back there pretty quick. I think I'm in a little bit of trouble. He took out my tanks because he was only 1 tier tank. So I'm not too surprised by that. And he's coming through pretty quickly. You can tell he's played a little bit more than I have. I like this character that he has. I do not have that character. That character is pretty cool as far as he just dives in there and starts crushing your guys in the back line. So I did end up losing that. I won the first round and then lost that. I got 2 battle points, which isn't really much. So we'll go ahead and click continue and go back. And this is how you continue to battle. You learn, you get different characters. Like I said, that guy that he had was pretty cool. I don't have that guy. But it added the 2 here so I can continue to build my battle pass. I didn't get any progress as far as my trophy progress goes. But that's the game. You're going to continue to play that. You're going to continue to duel. If you like these arena style duel games, it might be a good game for you. As you can see here, every time you go ahead and do a competition, you use some of your energy. My thoughts on the game, personally myself, I don't know if it's a game I'm going to play all that often. if you like these style games, I think it's fun. It's a fun approach to the game. I like the art style. I like the theme behind it. I don't like all the one-off transactions, like I mentioned over here. All these transactions, I'm not a fan of. The microtransactions that you see a lot on um, mobile style games, which I think this would actually be a very good mobile style game. I haven't tested it on my phone, but it feels like a very good mobile version of it. So if you want to go ahead and check that out as far as the mobile goes, if you're looking for arena style game, that's also um, a Web 3.0 style game. This may be a good option for you. Again, it's on the Polygon network. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. Is this a game that you're going to go ahead and test out? Do you like these arena style games? If you do, are there similar games to this that you can feel? The initial thought that I got, and I know it's not the same thing because there's a lot of differences between it, but the arena style gave me the feel of a raid, the raid mobile game arena version of it. Again, that's a bit of a stretch, I know, but it just reminded me of that initially with the thoughts as far as the feel of the game goes. The theme is completely different. Again, I like the graphics to it. I am curious to see how this really continues to go in the Polygon. I'm assuming with the NFT sales that are going to be coming up, you can buy different characters that are stronger than the basic characters that you get in the game. Completely hypothetical there. But let me know in the comments down below. Do you like this kind of video? Also, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I really appreciate it and like the video so I can go ahead and pass it out to other people. I try not to ask for that often, but I probably should more. But I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.